Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second and 1. Complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Steelers at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw on second down. Burgess toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Back and 60.
To throw on second down, Burgess. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
7 Pirates.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Returnable for Grant, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to
can pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Buffalo 18.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is brought in at the 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
17.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Smith red. Opposite. Green.
A give running right is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 11.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off play action. Burgess. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Come on. Hey! Warriors, 70s.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake. Burgess.
He's got this to Pickens.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, Burgess. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Let's go now.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Burgess. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Back to throw here.
Over the middle, caught by Mims.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Ready up.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Mims.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And Chubb will try the middle here. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On the double.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Cut my team! Cut my team! Go!
Throwing to start the drive. Burgess. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! 79 Broncos! Back in 60! Go!
Off play action. Burgess. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Burgess. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Harris on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's brought down. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Anyone who wants Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on 1st down. Burgess. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
2nd and 5. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Burgess. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Cup 19. 65 catch. 60. Trap 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Off the play fake. Burgess. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught right side by Mims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Slot man moves right.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there, but this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. On 1st and 10, Burgess. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That is caught by Mims. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah,